Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? What? Okay, the solar eclipse, the 7 years between those solar eclipses. The first one, August the 21st, 2017. The second one coming April the 8th, 2024. 7 year period. And what's coming in this solar eclipse? Well, a whole lot, locusts, darkness, and a comet. Are you serious? Let me tell you all about it, guys. But first, a quick shout out for speaking of digestive issues. This is caused by a potential toxin that's all in all of the quotes, healthy foods that scientists have been telling us to eat with a fraudulent food pyramid for the longest time. And this potential toxin causes digestive issues, according to Dr. Gundry, a world renowned cardiologist that is affecting millions of people nationwide. Warning signs include weight gain, fatigue, digestive discomfort, stiff joints, and even skin problems. Well, Dr. Gundry explains these side effects are often mistaken for normal signs of aging because digestive issues develop usually over a matter of years and sometimes even decades. I can assure you that the damage is probably caused by these health foods and it's far from normal. The good news is you can easily help fix the problem from your own home. It's very simple. You just have to know which foods are actually healthy and which contain the hidden potential toxins. Here's what I want you to do. Call to action, every one of you. You need to go find for yourself gut cleanse protocol.com/Paul. That's right. And it's click on the link in the description. It's gutcleanseprotocol.com/Paul. Guys, seriously, you will be glad that you did this one. I promise you that. Well, let me tell you what's going on because this comet is extraordinary. It really is. Now we've got this to deal with. So you've got a solar eclipse, and it's going to go through the nation. It's going to crisscross from the last one, where right at Carbondale, Illinois, an area known as Little Egypt. And that's because there was a famine that hit in the late 1800s, and people had to run down all the way down to Southern Illinois, come out of Chicago, get down to Southern Illinois where they could buy food, buy wheat, buy grain, buy flour, buy things they need to eat because of this famine that hit across America. Also, just 10 miles from Carbondale, Illinois, is a little town called Cairo. And in Carbondale, Illinois, is a university. It's Southern Illinois University. And their mascot is the Saluki, which is the dog of the pharaohs. And there's even a pyramid 60 miles away from this location. It looks like X marks the spot, certainly tied to the pyramids of Egypt and the Egyptian lore. But there's more. There's two different types of cicadas. They're like locusts. And they come out. One comes out every 17 years out of the ground, the other one every 13 years. And in Southern Illinois, they are going to both come out of the ground at the same time. And it could be during the time of this solar eclipse, certainly within just a week, 2 or 3 weeks from the eclipse, if not right during the eclipse. Actually, it's crazy, guys. The last time that both of these locusts, if you will, cicadas, came out of the ground the same year was 1803. And of course, that was during a time that another solar eclipse was coming, not the same year, but within 3 years of that eclipse in the same area. And also the major earthquakes of 1811 and 1812 that hit the New Madrid fault line. So it's like the eclipse and the locusts and the darkness. And now we got a comet. What? Comet 12P Pons-Brooks. That's Comet 12P Pons-Brooks. is going to arrive during the time of this solar eclipse. So that's now we got signs in the heavens, the sun, the moon, and the stars. And yes, they're all in play at the same time. It's incredible, really. But here's what's going to happen. The anticipation is building for a very rare sight during April's solar eclipse. In addition to the sun's corona, there's going to be a comet. It's 12P Pons-Brooks. It will be close to the sun during the total solar eclipse. That comet will be close as it's making its perihelium around the sun, potentially being visible to the naked eye when it's inside the moon's shadow. This is unbelievable. Are you serious? Are you seriously serious? So you're going to have the sun, you're going to have the moon passing in front, creating this eclipse of the sun. And when it gets in total eclipse of the sun, then in the shadow of the moon will be the comet 12P Pons-Brooks. And the sound you may be hearing will be the massive trillions of cicadas from two different species coming out at the same time. And the thickest place in the whole country of America that these cicadas will be, you got it, Carbondale, Illinois, Southern Indiana. This is the apocalypse. Forget Y2K. Forget about it. We're not talking about man-made timelines. We're not talking about 88 reasons that Jesus is coming back in 1988. We're not talking about Harold Camping's May of 2011 of the rapture. We're not talking about the Mayan calendar on December 21st, my birthday, December 21st, 2012. No, we're not talking about all those rapture dates that have been set 244 times by prominent pastors. And we're not even talking about the predictions of the end of days by Nostradamus and other prophetic voices. No, what we're talking about is God signs. Only God can do a solar eclipse. Only God can do a solar eclipse. Only God can have two of them go crisscrossing the United States, meeting in the heartland of America, right there in Carbondale, Illinois. Only God can do that the same year that two cicadas, different breeds of cicadas, different species of them coming out of the ground the same time. And only God can arrange for a bright comet to be doing a perihelium around the sun, and right during the eclipse, this thing showing up in the moon's shadow. If this doesn't wake you up, if this doesn't get you thinking, if you don't realize Jesus is coming, the Bible says in Luke 21:25, for there shall be the sun and in the moon and in the stars and distress of nations. Look at Russia, Ukraine. Look at China, Taiwan. Look at Israel, Gaza, the Middle East, expanding all this. The Bible says there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity or confusion. The sea and the waves will be roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven will be shaken. And then we're going to see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head. Your redemption is drawing nigh. Are you serious? Give your life to Jesus Christ. I tell you what, it's time to get saved is what I'm trying to say. It's time to get born again. And please go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Don't forget the brand new book. And we talk about these events, about the solar eclipse that's coming and all of that in our book, Revelation 9:11. Just go to Amazon.com and you can order the book right there. It's shipping March 26th. We're getting close. Get your pre-order in now. Order 5 of them because you're going to want to give 4 of those books away to your friends and family, people who you know that if they read about all these Apollyon coming out of the bottomless pit, if they read about transhumanism, if they read about CERN, how CERN is going to burn, how CERN sits on top of the pagan worship area of Apollo, and then what? Opening up the bottomless pit. Guys, in the book, I talk about AI technology, transhumanism, okay, and the power of darkness. We talk about quantum computers. We talk about the Russians war with Ukraine and how it's spilling over into the Middle East. We talk about China and the faction they are. We talk about all the secret societies and their agendas, the World Economic Forum, the International Monetary Fund. We talk about the Club of Rome. Yes, Bilderberg, Bohemian Grove. All of these different secret trilateral commission, all of these secret societies, a bunch of them, all of them. And also we talk about the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Noah Harari, all of that being pushed down everybody's throat. All of these things, the UFO and the alien factors, guys, it's Revelation 9/11. The hordes of hell are being released. So as the devil is releasing everything he's got, God is giving everything he can a sign of the coming of his son, Jesus Christ. Are you saved? Give your life to the Lord. Come to Jesus while you can. I'm telling you, we're running out of time. Are you saved? Are you serious?